So anybody to whom Rasulullah's da'wat and message goes and comes to that person, whether he accepts or not, Rasulullah will get the sawab and reward of delivering the message to that person over there. That is why his rank is of a special status, and he was given the highest status in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So his risalat was umumi, and to the whole people, even to the jinnat. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the 26th para in Surah Al-Ahqaf, وَإِذْ صَرَفْنَا إِلَيْكَ نَفَرًا مِنَ الْجِنِّ يَسْتَمِعُونَ الْقُرْآنَ. And when we directed a group of jinn to you, they came listening to the Quran. فَلَمَّا حَضَرُوهُ قَالُوا أَنصِتُوا. When they arrived, they said, keep quiet. فَلَمَّا قُضِيَ وَلَّوْا إِلَىٰ قَوْمِهِمْ مُنذِرِينَ. When the recitation was finished, they returned to their people as warners to them. قَالُوا يَا قَوْمَنَا إِنَّا سَمِعْنَا كِتَابًا أُنزِلَ مِن بَعْدِ مُوسَى. O our people, we have heard a book which was sent down after Musa alayhi salam. مُصَدِّقًا لِمَا بَيْنَ يَدَيْهِ, which confirms that which was before it. يَهْدِي إِلَى الْحَقِّ, it guides to the truth. وَإِلَى طَرِيقٍ مُسْتَقِيمٍ, and to the straight path. يَا قَوْمَنَا أَجِيبُوا دَاعِيَ اللَّهِ وَآمِنُوا بِهِ. O our people, respond to the caller of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَآمِنُوا بِهِ, believe in him. يَغْفِرْ لَكُم مِّن ذُنُوبِكُمْ, Allah will forgive for you some of your sins. وَيُجِرْكُم مِّنْ عَذَابٍ أَلِيمٍ, He will protect you from a painful punishment. So this is the conversation of jinnat narrated by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Surah Al-Ahqaf. This proves that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was a prophet for the jinns as well. And that is why many among the jinns embraced Islam upon the hands of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Badruddin Ash-Shalabi has mentioned in Ahkamul Marjan fi Ahkamil Jan that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam had a meeting with the jinnat approximately 6 to 7 times. 3 to 4 times in Makkah Mukarramah and 3 times in Medina Munawwara. There were occasions when he went out onto the mountains and outskirts when jinnat came. Once Abu Zar Ghifari was with him. On another instance, Abdullah ibn Mas'ud was with him, and he went on, talked to them, and they asked for something, he gave them, and they embraced Islam upon Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We have been talking for a long time. Since we came on the subject of jinnat, some people like mentioning jinnat. Some people get scared, some people get happy. So let me mention this incident to you. You know, if a jinn meets Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he is classed as a sahabi, because he is a sahabi. He met Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. So what if a person meets that jinn who met Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam? Would he become tabi'i? This incident happened during the time of Shah Waliullah Muhaddis Dehlavi rahmatullahi alayhi, or his father's time. That one alim was one day studying. He was reading his books, and suddenly a snake appeared from somewhere. So immediately he stood up, he got a stake, and he killed the snake, threw it out. Next day, he was sitting there, and someone came, and he said, there is a case against you, and you have to come to the court with us. He said, what? I haven't done anything wrong. Why should I go to the court? You know, our elders, they used to make dua. Allah Pak दो जगहों से बचाए, एक hospital से और दूसरे कचहरी से. May Allah protects us from 2 places, one from hospital and one from the court. So we should also make this, you know, the elder people, they had wisdom. So he said, well, I haven't done anything wrong, I don't want to go to the court. He said, no, you have to come, you've done something wrong. What is the wrong I have done? Well, that is the case, you have to come. I said, okay. So he packed his bags, took his clothes, well, he went with him. And now that person was taking him out of the city of Delhi. This happened in Delhi because Shah Waliullah used to live in Delhi. So he said, the court should be in the town center. Why are you taking me out of the city? He said, no, the court is over here. So they kept on walking until they went out of the city, many bushes and trees and water, and there he sees that the huge gathering. And there is one janaza. Jari. So there is one janaza over there. And he is brought to that qazi and judge. He realizes that this is a group of jinnat from their physical appearance or however, he noted that there is something fishy here. So he said that, what have I done wrong? He said, well, there is a case against you. You have killed one of our persons. Well, I haven't killed anybody. Well, last night you were sitting down reading and the snake appeared. It was not a snake, it was a jinn. So you did not kill the snake, you killed the jinn. So he said, but I didn't know it was a jinn. It was a snake, so I killed it thinking it's a snake. Well, however, you've killed him, so you will be killed in retaliation. Qisas will be taken from you. So he was unable to say something. There was a lot of conversation and arguing going among themselves. Suddenly, this old Buddha jinn appeared from somewhere. And he said, 1 minute, 1 minute. I have heard Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam say, Man tazayya biziyya qawmin faqutila fadamuhu hadrun. Whosoever took the form of a certain community of people and he was killed because of that, then his blood is void. There should not be retaliation to not taken from him. So he said, I am a Sahabi, and I myself heard from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam that he said this hadith, and you can't take qisas from this person. So the judge said, are you sure you heard this? He said, I heard it myself. Okay, then in that case, the case is dismissed, and there is no qisas to be taken. I am sorry, sir, you can go back. So when he came back, he felt really chuffed. He went to people and said, I am a tabi'i now, because I met a sahabi. So Shah Waliullah narrating this incident, he says, well, if he met that sahabi and he was a tabi'i, then I am a tabi'i. Because I met that person who met that sahabi. My Ustad Shaykh Yunus Sahab Damat Barakatuhum, he says that, after narrating this, that one cannot become a sahabi or tabi'i or tabi'i because of this, but he can get a certain fazilat and virtue by narrating from a jinnat who narrated that hadith, because tabi'i and tabi'i is a special terminology, classification of a person who met a human being who was a sahabi during his lifetime. So then he would be classed, it's a group of generation of people, he's not from them, so he would not be classed as a real tabi'i, but there is some fazilat and virtue in his meeting with that person. Anyhow, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam's risalat and his messengership was universal, and he was sent to the whole universe. Two qualities. Number 3, Shaykh Saleh goes on to mention Khatamun Nabiyyin, and I have just elaborated on that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam was the final prophet. We will read in here, but actually what it is, to go through that book and teach it from there. I thought that it would be better if I taught you in my own words, and then we would read the book at the end. Can we have, is that okay? So it would be better for me, easier for me as well, that I taught, I have my notes over here. We will go over them, and at the end we will read the book, and we will elaborate if anything needs to be elaborated during the book as well. So number 3, the third quality mentioned by Shaykh Saleh is Khatm Nabuwwat. I recited the ayat to you. Among the ahadith, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said in one hadith, وَخُتِمَ بِيَ النَّبِيُّونَ, prophets were finished upon me. In one hadith he said, إِنَّ الرِّسَالَةَ وَالنُّبُوَّةَ قَدْ انْقَطَعَتْ فَلَا رَسُولَ بَعْدِي وَلَا نَبِيَّ. Verily, messengership and prophethood has ceased upon me. Therefore, there will be no messenger, no prophet after me.